Get blood flow down as fast and slow as you want.
Come on, big boy, let's go.
Have a little rest. Pop the weight up.
Let's rep it, come on. Get it reps, come on. Let's go, boy, come on.
Ow. That's fucked.
Good job, Jerry.
Good. Catch your breath. Good. 5-second breather. Let's go, boys. Straight in. Let's go. At least 6 here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go. Beautiful.
Oh,
good job, James. What is good, team? Welcome back to the channel. This is probably the 4th session I think we've filmed now in this mesocycle, so but one more session to film, but we're here with Jamesy.
All the way from Australia back to the UK.
So Jamesy's over here from Australia. Jamesy's probably been one of my longest clients, a great friend of mine since when? Like, we started training together
2-3 years ago?
more longer.
Longer than that.
Titan Fitness days.
It is Titan Fitness.
So we were training partners initially and then just kind of developed that relationship. James has been coaching with me now for a couple of years and sort of getting him ready for his next show appearance. Next year?
Yes, next year.
Next year.
We're running big next year.
Yes.
Gonna join him on the pro circuit.
So we're going to push him next couple of weeks while he's here in London. We're going to try and catch up, get some sessions done. But we're kicking off today's mishmash session, which is basically like hamstrings, delts, and arms. So we kicked off exercise 1, seated hamstring curls, 2 sets with length and bias partials. We've got some RDLs to get into next, and then some lying hamstring curls before we move on to delts and arms. So I'll show you guys exactly what we're doing next with the RDLs because they're going to be a heavy one. So we're going to have some fun.
We're going to call this session the balloon session because we're getting pumped.
Making some room for burgers. Beautiful. Perfect reps, brother, perfect reps. Good. Very nice. All right, so James has just done his top set on his RDL. One thing that we've really worked on with him, especially during this kind of like improvement phase, is just like cleaning up a lot of movement patterns. And I think this is really important for a lot of people. If your goal is to build muscle, you really want to train effectively. And training effectively means using exercises that bias the particular muscles you're trying to grow. RDLs or any hip hinge variations are a great exercise to use to grow your hamstrings. But in James's case, he's got a really strong back, he's got really strong erectors, and he uses those muscles probably more so than he needs to do. And the hamstrings become like a bit underdosed in terms of volume when he's trying to move big loads because his back is so strong, but the hamstrings aren't getting a lot of stimulus. So for him specifically, it was really a case of like stripping back load, getting in the habit of just kind of using the hamstrings more so, and turning off the erectors a little bit so they're not receiving as much stimulus as they normally would when he's lifting really heavy poundages. And what that allows him to do over the long run is get really, really strong hamstrings and actually build some hamstrings. So exciting to see that progress. But he's basically got a top set and a back off. I've only got one top set here and that's it. My leg volume is a lot lower this block. So pretty much just looking for a load progression off last week, which is probably only about 5 kilos for that 6 to 8 rep range.
Time to get juicy, boy. Come on. Come on, Kyle, get it up. Get it.
Ooh. That was the same reps as last week. 5 kilos heavier. That felt really good. I'll take that. Go on to exercise number 3, lying leg curls. So we had seated at the start, more length and bias. We had the RDL, the hinge variation. Again, more length and bias loading. Into the line curl, which is more shortened potentially, but I guess the way this machine's set up is really, really stretchy in the bottom. So it does give a really nasty stretch under tension as you get to that bottom more lengthened position. So certainly a lot more advantageous for hypertrophy, despite what all the skinny TikTokers are saying. Anyway, 2 sets here. What are we, 10 to 15 reps? Yeah.
Nice indeed.
Delt. The best.
Low and slow. Get it up, come on, move it.
Beautiful reps, James. Yep. Good reps, bro. Pause in that lengthened. Tension on the hammies. Squeeze up. There you go. Squeeze up. Good. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Finish it off. Slow back down as if you can do another. Good job. All right, so hamstrings done. We had 3 exercises on hams for a total of 5 sets. And then we're on to arms and delts. So just for like a time saving strategy to make more time for burgers after here, we're supersetting these. So bicep, tricep, we've got like 4 in total. So we'll just do these back-to-back short rest breaks and then we'll just kind of get more work done in the same amount of time. So this first superset, James and I are just going between these. Single arm crossbody tricep pushdowns with incline dumbbell curls. 2 sets, around 10 to 15 reps on each. right, exercise number 2 of this sequence, incline dumbbell curls, like I mentioned. These are fucking heavy. So I've been chasing reps on this for the last couple of weeks. And I suppose it's a good point to bring up around isolation movements, in particular dumbbell movements that you're doing single joint isolation exercises where like the progression is big. So if you go from like a 17.5 kilo dumbbell to a 20 kilo dumbbell, it's a massive load increase. So rather than just trying to lift, indiscriminately heavier every week, losing technique or just like dropping reps and making those sets less effective, a simple strategy is to just have a broader rep spread, so like 10 to 15. Choose a load that gets you pretty close to that top end, like 15. And then as you increase load, the reps will just drop down by virtue of the load coming up. And for many, many weeks at a time, you could just chase reps. So you might sort of increase the load by 2.5 kilos. It'll drop you back down to 10, for example. You kind of go 11 reps, 12 reps, 13, 14, 15. Once you reach 15 again, just increase the load and rinse and repeat that pattern. And you could progress, a bicep curl for 6 months just by following that simple strategy.
Let's go, boy. Come on. Those veins. Looks like a map of the London Underground. Get it if you're bad. Come on. Come on. Ow.
All right, so our last superset or paired exercise to finish off, seated machine dips with the MTS curl. This is probably one of the only times that I would say using a seatbelt is a good idea. This machine's actually really nice, but to stay locked in, to really keep it tricep dominant, probably need a seatbelt just to stay butt on the seat. But we'll see how we go. 2 sets, 10 to 15 reps here. And just like in terms of exercise selection for this program, we've got a dip variation and we've got an extension variation. So we are sort of targeting different areas or positions of the triceps, which I think is a smart idea when you set up your program.
Let's go. Let's go, dog. Come on, man. Come on, Carl. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Squeeze. Get it down. Come on.
Ooh. It's like I could do heavier and do more, but I'm like...
You gotta go that way.
Floating off the seat.
The weight doesn't go down, you go.
With your front relaxed, yeah, perfect. So think about just like almost gripping the floor with your big toes.
Yep.
Bring your feet in a little bit straighter, there. And then imagine you're trying to do that, like roll out ever so slowly. Yep, perfect. And then I want you
jamming in here.
Yeah. Think about in that position. Now you're set there. See how my hips are back a little bit more than yours? Mm-hmm. When you get to that front relaxed spot, think about lifting torso. So once you're set, see how it makes all that, like even there, you could, like if you're looking from the side, I'm like that. So see from the front, it makes me look super wide and my waist tiny, but I'm sticking my butt out crazy. Big difference. You could, I think you could even think about that thoracic extension. Yeah, it's almost like
I think that's what I've been struggling with. My thoracic's quite locked up.
So here, breathe out. Sit on that.
Do you want to have a little bit more lean that way?
Not as much, not as much.
Not as much.
So it should be adductors on, glutes on. There. Front abs. Good, really nice. Looks really good. All right, that is us done. You guys saw the pull, well, hamstring part of the pull. Curls, RDLs, biceps, triceps, and some posing. So obviously I'm in my off season now, so time to grow, time to get huge. James is improving every day. Came off the back of a fat loss phase, he's down about 10 kilos, and then moving into this rebound phase now. So nice to see him in person and be able to take him through some posing, see how the physique looks, and then make some adjustments from there. But as always, guys, we are done and dusted. James, how was your session?
Ruined. Sweaty. 12,000 miles for a pump. It's the best.
And now he's ready for some burgers. As always, make sure you like, comment, share, most importantly, subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you guys next week for push. I think we haven't done that session yet, but until then.